everybody, my name is Jamie and welcome to my channel, The Minimalist Mom. Forgive me, no makeup, haven't done my hair. I'm drinking a Starbucks coffee, just trying to get through the day. The purpose of this video is to design a registry for minimalists, meaning everything you'll need for your newborn up until 6 months old. Therefore, I did not add anything maternity, nor did I add anything from the ages of 6 months or above. Unfortunately, they're not categorized, so I'm just gonna go over each one as is. The first item is this double bottle bag. This specific bag comes with a freezer pack and it holds up to 2 bottles. I personally take this everywhere I go. It's great for traveling. Plus, when you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding a newborn, they eat like multiple times a day. So it's really great for on the road. I highly recommend this one. Now, this specific item I only put here because although walkers are typically for babies 6 months and older, it comes in handy if your child is advanced and you want to put them in at around 4 to 5 months. I never had a baby carrier, but I regret it. There's so many things that you have to do around the house after you have a baby, and this is the best way to get them done. Now, every baby pretty much has a baby blanket. It's always good to have 1 or 2 baby blankets and they can hang on to it for the rest of their life. I personally got mine custom made on Etsy with his name on it. Now, though your baby won't be eating solids to around 6 months, you can always use a bib. They drool a lot around 4 months. I use this sponge all the time. I've been using the same sponge since he was born. Pipette is a brand that I love. It's fragrance free. This specific item is body lotion, but they have other products which we will get into in just a little bit. Obviously, if you hang up your baby's clothes, hangers are needed. I have all of my son's clothes in an ottoman, but I did buy hangers because I know that eventually I'm going to be hanging up clothes. You'll be cleaning 1,000 bottles. You need one of these. I have one of these multi-use covers. You can use this to cover your infant car seat, or you can actually cover yourself when you're breastfeeding and cover the baby and your breast as well. This is one of my favorite items. This detaches. I put it on top of kitchen counters, the garage when I was moving and having to pack. There are a lot of swings that are not detachable. Make sure you look for that. This is just another baby carrier. I never used a bassinet, but a lot of people do. I'll be honest, my baby slept in the bed with me and still does. Every baby needs onesies. You don't need this item specific for tummy time, but I have it. If you don't have one of those boppies, which I'll get to later, this is really convenient. I never had a little jungle gym, but I know people who have, and it's really awesome for like tummy time or when they're laying on their back and they're starting to reach up high and discover different shapes. Okay, this is a lifesaver. It took me forever to discover this. I feel so stupid, but I swear I just never even had basic knowledge of what to get a baby. But you attach this to the railing of their infant car seat and it plays music, they're able to touch it, and it totally distracts them. This is pretty much a nose, nail, and ear picker. I personally haven't used it for his ears, but I do for his nails. Every baby needs a teething ring. Now, when you have a newborn, their skin is ultra sensitive, so you wanna make sure you use a fragrance-free laundry detergent. Now, this item is more towards the 6-month mark. Some babies crawl super early, so that's why I put this here. Sunblock is always a must, especially if you're in super hot sunny weather like Las Vegas. I don't think a humidifier is a requirement, but I put it here because a lot of people do need it. I have one called CarePod and I love it. It's always good to have a thermometer. Okay, I just put any brand here, but this is pretty much like a sound machine. I know a lot of people, my sister included, use the white noise machine. I haven't used anything, but I'm sure a lot of parents live by this, so that's why I put it on here. Not all babies need to be swaddled, so start off with one, and then if he likes to be swaddled or she likes to be swaddled, just go ahead and grab some more. Or you can just keep the blankets from the hospital when you bring your baby home. This formula, I'm not advertising it, but obviously your baby's gonna need either breast milk or formula. I did a video on my favorite formula. It's called Olé, and it's from Europe. Burp cloths are not a requirement unless you don't wanna get throw up or spit up all over your shoulder. Okay, I got this pacifier clip at my baby shower and had no clue what it was. And luckily my best friend knew that I probably wouldn't know what it was. So she wrote a note on it and gave me directions. So you pretty much loop the pacifier right here and you're able to clip it on their shirt or their car seat or anywhere. So that way it doesn't drop on the floor. This is probably one of the greatest inventions. This Anti-Colic Pop Yum Bottle is literally the best bottle. I'm not even gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna let you click this link above and you can check it out for yourself why I love it so much. But I was gonna offer you some advice. I rather grow into the bottles than my baby grow out of the bottles. There are different sizes. These are 5 ounces. This is 9 ounces. I have them both and I wish I would have just gotten the 9 ounces because after a few months, they're gonna grow out of the 5 ounces and it's kind of a hassle to keep going back and adding more water and formula when you can just have them grow into the bottle. Also, when buying a bottle, you don't need to buy an expensive set because your baby may not even like that bottle and then you wasted all your money. I recommend buying one bottle of many different brands and seeing which one your baby likes the most. Now, Aquaphor is great for babies with really dry skin or eczema. I did another video on like the infant medicine starter kit. It'll go into more detail on this. This is more for diaper rash. Back to that company Pipette that I was telling you about, this is just diaper cream. This is one of the best purchases I've had on this entire registry. So this Skip Hop, it's like a portable changing table. It opens up, you can stash your baby wipes in here, and it's also really easy to clean. I didn't have a baby changing table. I know a lot of people do. Look, I don't have time every time my baby goes to the bathroom to run into his room and change him. This is super convenient. You just go grab it, bring it anywhere, your bathroom, your counter, on the floor, wherever you're at, an ottoman, and you just change them right then and there. If you decide to put your child in swim lessons super early, little swimmers are awesome. They're just made for the water. This is the boppy that I mentioned earlier. You can also use this for tummy time. I don't have a dresser, I have an ottoman, but I just wanted to add in some baby furniture because at some point you're gonna need to fold your clothes into something. Obviously you want a crib. Okay, car seats, I kind of want to go into a little bit more detail. So there's 2 different types. One's an infant car seat over here, which detaches from the base, where you can remove this part, put it in a stroller, a shopping cart at the grocery store, or simply when your baby falls asleep, you bring them in the house. This one is a convertible car seat. I just bought this. It's not portable and they grow into it. So it turns into like a booster when they're much older. As you can see, it has cup holders. There's no railing to attach that little toy bar I showed you earlier, as opposed to here, the toy bar would go right alongside that. I would spend more money on this because it's more long-term than this because it's short-term. I hope that makes sense. Obviously, you need diapers. Some people go with the cloth diapers. I did not, but I do use 7th generation because it's fragrance-free and you want anything that says free and clear. Back to the brand Pipette. This is just baby cream. I use this as well. You definitely want fragrance-free baby wipes. It doesn't have to be fragrance-free, I just recommend it. I favorited this for a reason. It's the Paperclip JoJo diaper bag, and I also did a review on it in my first video that I've ever made on this channel. It has a changing table. It's so convenient, it's unisex, and you wouldn't even know it's a diaper bag. It's been almost a year, and it's still in perfect condition. Nightlight, not a requirement. This is a hamper. I liked it because it was like room decor because my son's room is blue, gray, and white. Obviously you want crib sheets. I have these exact crib sheets. This is just that company again, and they make baby wipes as well. I talked about a thermometer earlier. I was just giving you options. This one is a non-contact fever alert one. More onesies. I have this specific mattress. Some people would argue that it's kind of expensive. I love that it is waterproof. It has an infant side and a toddler side. I believe you put your infant on the firm side, and then when they're older, you can flip it over to the softer side. Yeah, I didn't use my crib, but eventually I'll use the toddler bed. I'll come back to this, but this is pretty much like Arm & Hammer diaper pail refill. Baby oil, baby balm. This is what I use to shampoo my baby's hair and to wash his body. I think it's awesome that babies can learn sign language before they can speak. I don't have this, but I love the idea of it. It measures the temperature of the water. When you give your baby a bath, you want it to be lukewarm. I put this on here to not get it. It's super expensive and your baby is definitely gonna outgrow this bouncer in a heartbeat. I love this. I use this all the time when I go to Costco. You don't need it until your baby can obviously sit upright, but it's a shopping cart cover or a high chair cover. But this is pretty much the bar that attaches to the stroller that I got. It's only compatible with certain brands of car seats, so make sure your brand of car seat matches this specific bar that matches the specific stroller that you get. This is just pretty much like teething rings and just things that they'll need. These little books are awesome for them to chew on too. Pacifiers, my son didn't really use a pacifier that often. I wouldn't suggest getting a lot of one brand. I would get one pacifier of multiple brands and see which one your baby likes. This is the diaper pail I was talking about when I mentioned these refills. And even after he gets potty trained, I would still use this just as a garbage can. I put this here to not get it as well. Again, you need a swing with the detachable bouncer because this is really annoying to carry every single room that you go into. I got this as well for my baby shower. I love it. It's like a grooming kit and has everything you need. And I always use these little nail clippers. Love this bath, super convenient. So it's like a 4-in-1. So when your baby's a newborn, you keep the sling on here, then you detach it as he gets older. Then you put this in here and he's able to sit up. Then you can remove this piece, and when he's bigger, he just sits in the whole tub himself. And then after he gets bigger than that, you just get rid of the tub. I have this specific monitor and it works great. The only issue I had with it is sometimes it has connection issues with the Wi-Fi and you have to reboot. This is just another bottle. Okay, the breast pump. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If you have health insurance, they'll cover this. And I got this exact one cover. You're gonna be cleaning so many bottles. I invested in one of these. I have this exact activity center. And the reason why I think it's worth the money is because they can grow into different stages. It starts here where you put your baby in and they're kind of able to stand up. Then after time, you remove this area and this bottom part goes on top and they're able to stand right here. And then later on, you can remove these toys and it becomes kind of like a desk. Okay, now we're wrapping up to the very end. I absolutely love how convenient it is to pack and go. The problem is my baby never goes in it because he doesn't like to be caged in. However, it's the best way to keep your baby safe. Okay, dun 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 dun. The most expensive product of them all, the stroller. You don't need this exact one, but you're gonna need a stroller. This is the way I look at everything. Quality over quantity. I don't mind spending a lot of money on something that's gonna last a very long time. All right, everybody, that's pretty much it. Congratulations, new moms, you made it to the end. Feel free to leave a comment if I'm missing anything. Take care, bye-bye.